Hello everybody! Welcome back to another Pili-pala video. In this one we're looking at the Welsh Highland Railway route that I developed in trains. We're going to be running the session Porthmadog to Rhyd. Please pardon my Welsh. I am now using Trains Plus, which is a a subscription issue of trains. Although for me it definitely is a prescription for fun. We are going into the Welsh Highland route and we will be driving the Porthmadog to Rhyd session. I'm going to click on that and we will be loading in shortly and doing a nice panoramic view of our locomotive. The WHR is a narrow gauge railway with 2-foot space between the rails. The locomotive that we're driving today is the Garrett articulated locomotive, which has 3 separate parts. The front is a big water tank with separate wheels and driving cylinders. The rear is an oil or coal bunker, and it's set atop of another set of wheels and driving cylinders. And suspended between is a large boiler, firebox, driving cab. So each of these individual parts pivots separately, allowing the whole engine to proceed around very tight corners. The Garrett class NGG 16 locos are the biggest 2-foot gauge engines in the world. We're just taking a look from inside the switch box, which was an asset that I got from Download Station to give us a different perspective on the Lloyd George engine pulling in the passenger cars to the station and getting ready to go. So the note that we have up there says, today you will be taking the tourist train to Rhyd, the halfway point on this route. Wait here while the David Lloyd George engine drops the passengers' cars at the station and then clears onto the siding, which is what we're seeing is happening here. Now it says pull ahead and couple to the waiting passenger cars. Wait for the signal to depart. So that should be happening shortly. We're all set to go now. I have set the speed to 2.5 times normal speed, just so that we can move this video along, because it can be quite long. So we're approaching the station here, and now we will just ever so gently attach to the not so gently, and there is a signal and it says in the pop-up box, passengers have boarded and now you can depart. Push the train to the reverse point. So we're going to proceed away from the station, and as you can see on the side here there's a little wooden train, and that is actually a reproduction of something that was really in the yard there, a small little train like that. It was quite funny, quite cute. So Porthmadog was developed in the 19th century as a port exporting slate across the world. Since the decline of the slate industry, it has become an important shopping center for the surrounding area and a popular tourist destination. Now we have a sign that says you are clear to depart the yard. Pull the train in reverse and follow the navigation markers. We will actually be pulling the passenger cars all the way to Carnarvon. I'm looking at a book that I got in the gift shop at Porthmadog. And it says that the area has easy access to Snowdonia National Park and is the terminus of the Porthmadog Railway. My wife and I toured Scotland and Wales in 2013. We actually drove, and that was an experience. And one of the things that we wanted to do, I think my wife
just humored me, because I really wanted to do it, was to take the Welsh Highland Railway from Porthmadog to Carnarvon and back again in one day. It was quite a long trip, but I think it was very enjoyable. So we're proceeding along the street, which is actually the way things worked when we were departing Porthmadog. That whole process of the Lloyd George engine pulling the passenger cars up to the train station actually occurred while we were waiting to board. And you might have recognized that from the introduction, where I had a little video that I had taken at the time that we were there. So now we're coming up to the Britannia Bridge. This was built in 1810, and a nice view of Porthmadog Harbour. And it's been renewed and refurbished more than a few times over the years. Well, there we have a view from water level at the harbour of the train crossing the bridge. You might hear a few horns. Drivers are getting a little impatient having to wait for the train. A good view of the Welsh flag there. And this is where we cross the road. Shortly we will be away from the built-up area of the town, and we will have a chance to pick up our speed. I really like this view. I'm pleased with this area that I created. The old houses, the smoke coming out of the chimneys, and the cobblestone road, and of course the Anchor Inn, a nice place to go after a long train ride for a good meal and some libation. A view across the water of the train and the town of Porthmadog. We'll be leaving shortly, crossing the bridge. On this side of the bridge is an industrial area, and I've created a few old buildings, but I think in actual fact it was a fair bit bigger. So here comes the sign, 20 miles an hour. We'll be able to pick up our speed, and we'll be on our way. Now we are increasing the speed of the video to 3 times actual speed, and because this is a fairly long route. I'm going to take a close look at the Garrett articulated engine, and you can see the 3 different components, each with its own driving wheels. I'd like to say thank you very much to Ed H6, that's the username of the author that created this trains. Thank you very much for your contribution. This is a wonderful engine. Now we have a sign that says you are approaching Point Croiso. There are no passengers waiting, so continue through. We do have to slow down here. And also slow the speed of the video clip down too. I put a little siding here just so that we could have a place to park any passenger cars or for trains to pass in the opposite direction. Nice little station. And as you can see, it's vacant. Nobody waiting to get on the train. I like this view, crossing the bridge with the water rushing underneath. And shortly, we will be picking up speed again. This is a nice area with farms and cattle. We're coming past the level crossing. That model of level crossing has gates that swing over and block the road. And you can set them up so that the cars going along the road will stop and wait for the train to pass by. Just crossing by a farmer's field. There's a fair number of little bridges that we cross, open areas of water. It's either small streams or small rivers, and crossing another one. And because we were crossing the bridges, we had to slow our speed down. Now we can pick it up again. Spoiler alert, the next station that we're approaching is called Nantmor Halt. And we should shortly be getting our instructions in the form of a pop-up text box. And there it is. It says, stop at Nantmor Halt station to pick up passengers. Nantmor Halt is a small railway halt serving the nearby hamlet of the same name, Nantmor. It was a small settlement established in the mid-19th century, focused around the chapel, the school, and the post office. The people that lived there mostly worked in the copper mine and the slate quarry. So, we're approaching the station, and as instructed, we will be halting. You can see off to the upper right the small hamlet of Nantmor. And yes, there's a few people there waiting for us to stop so they can hop on the train. And once we stop, we'll get some more instructions. Those of you who have watched my previous videos won't be surprised by what's going to happen now. It looks like I've bitten off more than I can chew, and as my mother used to say, my eyes are bigger than my belly. I overestimated my ability to squeeze everything into the 15-minute time period I like to use. So we're going to stop this video here, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I ask you to come back when I do the second part of the route and session from Porthmadog to Rhyd. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to another Pili-pala video. In this one we're looking at the Welsh Highland Railway that I developed in trains. And we will be running the Porthmadog to Rhyd session. I can't say that. A Porthmadog to Rhyd.